Today I want to make it a little more personal video and talk more about myself, give you guys 25 random things about me. I will be reading it off of my notebook. I wrote it all down just to try to connect more with you guys. So I'm 25 years old. My name is Trey. The Trey Deezy comes from a nickname that my family always gave me growing up. Just found out I was the first born in my family on my father's side in Missouri. I was also the first great-grandchild. I was the first allowed on my dad's side. So it kind of fuels my drive, you know. Football used to be my life. 25-8, that's where I got a work ethic. That's where I got a lot of faith. I lived and breathed football. I grew up wanting to be a professional football player since I was 7 years old. If you like, you can check out my football story here or my injury story where I talk about both. The football story is years old. I've always loved fitness and pushing myself due to this background of sports. I played a little basketball as well for a year or two, but football was my heart. You can hear more about why I stopped football in those videos. In words of my auntie, I'm introvertly extroverted. What does that mean? I'm a very big introvert. I need my time alone. I love my time alone. And in most environments, I'm gonna keep to myself. I don't go clubbing. I'm an extrovert in the sense of I've made friends of many ages, and I was posting things like this years ago. I journal and I pray daily. I've been on this one for about a year now. Well, praying pretty much my whole life. I grew up in the church. I'm very spiritual. I'm not gonna push no religions on you guys, but you will hear me talk a lot about God. Shout out to my auntie Deborah. I love you very much. I just gave her props on if it wasn't for her putting me in the church growing up, I don't know if I would be the faithful person I am today. You see, I'm light skinned, so let's talk about that. I'm mixed with black, white, and a little bit of Irish. That's where the red come in the beard. What I like to say is I'm blessed with both sides of the world. My mom's side and my father's side are completely polar opposites. I love them both equally, and I've been able to take so much from both sides. I love you, family. My last name is almost 200 years old. So you know that means I gotta keep continuing it. Number 9. I've slipped the same disc twice since I was 21. I'm in a new program now with a completely new training regimen. I've tried almost everything under the sun, and this has been the most appealing and the most that I've had faith in. So I'm training new ways now. My apologies for not numbering before, but we are on number 10. I love to cook from scratch. Whatever you need, whether grilling, frying. I've gotten off of the unhealthy things, but whatever you need, I got you. I'm willing to bet against your auntie, your uncle, your grandma, whoever, because my pops and my grandmother taught me. So come on with it. Let's get it going in the kitchen and the grill. What you want to do, what you want to cook. Number 11, I have strong standards and boundaries. I don't play about integrity or respect. I don't think anybody should. Be you at all times and don't let nobody abuse you. Number 12, if you can't take the truth, stay away from me because I'm going to tell you how it is regardless. I struggle to park my tongue. I was raised on being transparent, and at the end of the day, I can't sugarcoat the truth. Number 13, it's gonna sound contradictory. I used to hate social media with a passion. I didn't get my first phone until I was about 14 or 15. So I cherished them early years. As I've grown up and I've seen the effects or just the morals and the principles that I was raised up on, social media is very annoying because the comparisons, everybody in your business, you know, I'm learning to adapt. I want to push a new motive through social media. I now understand that social media is needed in today's age, but I often have to step away because I'm sure you've all seen some sort of video about how healing nature is for you. It's very healing for me. You can check out my short on that where I talked about that. So stepping away from social media, stepping away from the screens is very needed for everybody. Number 14, I made my first YouTube video at 11. It was just messing around with him, my best friend. You can check out the reaction below of that first video. I came back to YouTube when I was 16, did it for about a year until I was later into 17. You can go check out my story for why I came back to YouTube, but clearly with my history of it, like I said, I had to be real with myself on many deep levels and understand that I do have a passion for this. I have a passion for helping people. I have a passion for putting out good motives. Number 15, I'm short-tempered. I've been working on it my entire life. I truly think it's like a generational thing. I'm not gonna excuse it. I think my family will also give me credit that I try to work on it more than others. I'm glad I got mine out when I was young. I was a crazy kid and slamming and breaking shit. Like, it's just always been a reaction, and I work on it daily. It was a few years ago when I realized I don't like giving people that power over me to have me mad like that or all day or make dumb decisions. And at the end of the day, we all have to realize, hardest one for me, even if they made you upset, even if you feel your reason is righteous, you're still responsible for your own reactions and your emotions. Number 16, I was diagnosed with epilepsy a year ago, but I have no brain damage, even though I played years of football. We found out the triggers. I know that they say you can have epilepsy without brain damage. Number 17, I dislocated my shoulder twice in a week a year ago as well, which created a domino effect on the rest of my injuries. I was working a job, it was messing up my posture. The low back wasn't 100% healed. So once that upper back went out, it caused a lot of mistrust and just basically restarted everything for me because I couldn't stretch or do the same things with my back because I couldn't even do this a year and a half ago. This whole last year has been about me recovering from a lot of injuries, and it's been chronic injuries. It's been years with the back. Come on, 4 years now. When you're coming out of chronic pain, it's the hardest thing, but try to give yourself grace on the fact of it's not gonna, if you've been in pain for years, it's not gonna go away in a matter of months. Number 18, I love reading, writing, meditation, and nature. It's a getaway for me. It's like I said, I'm very spiritual. I only listen to music from 1970s to about 2010 at the latest. You know, I've got maybe 2 artists I like that are newer, but I'm an old school baby. I was raised on it, coming home to it with speakers playing in the house, and you best believe I will continue that myself. And I don't be talking about nothing in music these days, and it don't be hitting the same, don't touch the soul the same, but I'm old soul. Number 20, I'm very protective, always aware, paying attention, and reading in between the lines. My dad always tells me, if you pay attention, you can see when something's about to happen. Number 21, I struggle to balance my laser sharp focus while being a present friend, cousin, uncle, son. I'm really trying to figure that out now, especially being 25. And you know, I don't have any kids yet. That could be another fact I could say on here. Just struggling to figure out because I get such a laser sharp focus that I kind of have a monk mentality. And I was recently telling my family, I want to do that one day. I want to go overseas and like live with a monk and just practice their lifestyle for a little bit, whether a month, however long. I have the mentality of, I know that all the answers are within, and within this path between me and God. So number 22, I grew up around OGs, older cousins, older uncles. Me and my grandmother talk weekly. So that's where a lot of my old soul comes from. And man, I love hearing their stories and picking their brains sometimes. Rest in peace, Granny Great. I wish she was still here for me to pick hers. Number 23, I have 2 associate's degrees. That's another story for another day. I kind of got screwed over it, and I never believed that I would go to college without a scholarship. So the whole thing was football or no way, on a scholarship or no college. Life has a funny way of working out. If you'd like to hear the story about my degrees, let me know. I could tell you another time. Due to determination and finishing what I started, I have 2 associate degrees. I'm thankful for that. Any of my black men out there, you all know what that staple is that I don't even need to say. So if you got a degree, I'm proud of you, brother, whether I know you or not. Respect. Number 24, I worked for a dispensary for almost 3 years. Great experience. I got to see a lot of cool stuff, got to experience a lot of cool stuff, got a lot of free stuff, got a lot of free signs, neon signs, a lot of events hosted. The last and final, number 25, I thrive in pressure, I embrace emotions, I embrace challenges, I challenge myself. God bless me with that one, honestly. I'm solution-based, so let's figure out the problem. I look my demons straight in the face and I don't run from them, and I don't think you should neither, because the past and your demons will catch up with you and they're gonna show themselves. PTSD is real, y'all. So embrace what you're feeling, embrace who you are, get to know yourself even more. It's very important. If you made it this far, thank you for hearing me out. Thank you for learning more about me. Thank you for watching the rest of this video. Please like, comment, subscribe for more. Turn on for post notifications. I dug a little deep, but try not to get too deep. I listed some positives, I listed some negatives. I'm never gonna get on here and act like I'm perfect or I know it all. I'm learning and I'm sharing my vulnerability with you. However old you are, I challenge you to make this same list. So if you're 35, come up with 35 things about you, good and bad. It helps reflect and get to know yourself. I challenge you all to make the same kind of list. Reread it a few times, reread it through the week until you can continue to change those things to your liking. If you decide to take on this challenge, share it with me. Comment below. Share with me how this went for you. Share with me some things about you. Let's interact. There's more heat on the way. Thank you for hearing me out. God bless you. And I hope you can find more of yourself too. And I hope you find happiness. Take care of yourself and take care of your health. I live by that one now.